What up, it's Chris from LazyLemming.com, and Star Wars Battlefront is coming out this year, November 17th actually, and it's being developed by DICE, the developers of Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and pretty much every other Battlefield game, and people are excited about this. It was revealed officially with actual in-game footage a couple weeks ago, and people are hyped for it. And I just read a little article saying that they're expecting it to sell 9 to 10 million units. Wow. That's a lot, especially for a franchise that really hasn't seen a new game in quite some time. So EA is probably chomping at the bit to get this out. And I am not thoroughly hyped. And the reason behind that is because of DICE's recent history and EA's recent history. EA is publishing the game, DICE is developing, and DICE, as you may know, has put out Battlefield 3 and 4, and Battlefield 4 in particular is a well-documented clusterfuck. It came out completely fucking broken, and EA is probably a big part to blame there, big party to blame, I should say, because, you know, there was a deadline. This game had to be out after 2 years of development, no questions asked. And it was, but it just wasn't ready. And it took a long time to get that game to a near playable state. So, yeah, I'm not that excited of the fact that DICE is developing this game. Now, they're well known for making good first-person shooters. I loved Battlefield Bad Company 2, one of the funnest multiplayer games I've ever played. But they've come a long way in the wrong direction since then. And this game does not have a long development time. Star Wars was, they just got the rights in like May 2013. And then the game was announced like a month later. And that means the game really hasn't been in development, not even for 2 years yet. It's being rushed. It's being rushed, and I have proof of this because Star Wars Battlefront, the reboot, is only going to have 12 maps at launch. And if the game had a campaign, which it doesn't, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the game does not have a campaign. It will have some quote-unquote co-op missions that you could play by yourself or with bots. That are kind of like those missions you saw in games like Modern Warfare 2, the Spec Ops kind of missions. But it's not going to be a campaign. This is just them kind of cobbling together a mission out of the engine. And this is essentially a multiplayer-only game. You know, they can call it what they want, but the reality is this is a multiplayer-only game. And if they had the time, make no mistake, this game would have had a campaign. Instead, they're rushing to get this game out on time and hopefully not in a completely broken state like Battlefield 4 was. So they're working on getting it out, and that means they have limited resources and time to create things like more maps. But the thing is, 12 maps for $60 is insanity to me. And EA's pushing this whole pre-order shit. You know, the whole industry is all about pre-orders. And if you pre-order the game or you buy the game before like December 8th, I want to say, you get exclusive or free access to the Jakku maps. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's 2 extra maps, which would increase your count to 14. Which isn't so bad, except you have to pre-order, which I no longer really support. I don't support the idea of pre-ordering something that would have came free with the game in the first place. Think about it. This game comes out November 17th, and these 2 maps they know are going to be ready on December 18th. That's like a 2-3 week difference there. That's not a huge deal. That means those maps were fucking ready. EA is not like a genius guru calculator that knows that there's no way they can get these maps done except for 2 or 3 weeks later after the game launches. That's just complete bullshit. The maps are done by the time the game launches, and they're just fucking holding them back in order to get people to pre-order or buy new day 1, day 2, whatever. So, no, I don't support that. So, it comes with 12 maps. Titanfall, which was another multiplayer-only game, came with 15 maps. And 15 maps, $60, multiplayer only. Doesn't sound like a great bargain to me, but it doesn't sound as bad as 12. And I know Evolve, which is a complete clusterfuck of DLC, money grubbing, milk you for all you want, nickel and diming bullshit game. That game has a lot more maps than this, I believe. So no, I don't support this. And like I said, I believe this game would have had a campaign if they had had more time. And I'm worried that this game is going to do so well that EA is not going to see the need for a campaign next time. Titanfall, they felt that desire for a campaign because they tried to pigeonhole some bullshit campaign into the game at the last second. It wasn't a campaign. It was a multiplayer game with missions shoved into it. It wasn't a campaign. And who knows what's going to happen with this. I think the game looks fun. I think it looks great graphically. I saw some new screenshots of a lava level. It looked phenomenal. But I cannot get excited about it, at least not yet. I think I will wait. I will wait for a Game of the Year edition, which is what I kind of do now. Especially with games like this where the DLC is hoarded and just overpriced and it's a fucking load of shit. So I'm worried. I'm mostly worried that EA is going to see this game be very successful, and in the inevitable sequel, there won't be a campaign. And they'll say 12 maps is enough. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you think about 12 maps for $60? No campaign. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.